This is my buddy Brendon, and as you can tell, Brendon don't like to fly, but that's another story. Anyway, along with his buddy Brayden here, you see these two guys are lifelong friends. They went to school together, they played sports together, they just graduated high school together. And well, they are very hardworking young men who understand the values of hard work. They made good grades, they made great decisions. So when it come time for a graduation trip, they asked their parents if they could go someplace special. The answer was unanimously, absolutely. Wherever you guys want to go, we will make it happen. So, along with 17 of their closest friends and family, we are headed on their graduation trip to Cabo San Lucas. Hey guys, my name is AJ, this is Denise and Allie. Welcome to the adventure we call life.
Get along on down the road, we got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand. Paint a wall, learn to dance. Call your mom, buy a boat.
So, welcome to Cabo San Lucas, and as Sammy says, there's only one way to rock in Cabo, but enough of that. For me, it happened to be the Baja 250 was in town. You know my love of off-road racing as I go to King of the Hammers each and every year to help on 2 race trucks. So that was pretty awesome. It's about a 45-minute transfer from the airport here to where we are staying, which is the Hotel RIU Palace Cabo San Lucas. Now, this is the view from our room, guys. This is what we looked at every single morning when we got up. That is the Pacific Ocean right out there in front of us. Now, this video is not necessarily going to be all about the hotel amenities and everything that we saw and blah, 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 blah. It's just kind of an overview. We are staying again. The Hotel RIU Palace was connected to other resorts, the Hotel RIU Santa Fe and the RIU Palace Baja California. Now, for me, this was kind of a teasing thing every single day. You know my love of boats, and every time I went outside, I got to watch these big old giant boats going by just saying, we wish you were here. The hotel was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time showing you all the rooms, all the amenities, the 8 restaurants, the uncountable amount of bars, the hotel lobby bars, the swim-up bars around the pool. Like I say, there was a bunch of restaurants, a buffet, fine dining. They had a poolside grill, which served hamburgers, hot dogs, and street tacos, and all that kind of stuff like that. Now, you could walk out of the resort right directly onto the beach. Boom, right there. That little fence you see, on the other side of the fence is where all the little vendors that harass you have to stay. They can't come on this side, but they still harassed you plenty. But now, let's talk about, bam, the parties.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Remember, there's 3 resorts right here. They're all RIUs. Ours, the Palace. This one, the Santa Fe. And then the RIU Palace, Baja California. Now, this is the Santa Fe. It was party central. Every single day was a different party. Ours was kind of a mix in between. And the Baja California is really laid back. Now, over here at the Santa Fe is where you can find the water park. Back there in the background, it closed at 5 o'clock this evening for some reason. But this is also where they had a pizza place and again, a bar. Imagine that. There are bars absolutely everywhere. Like I say, where we were staying, the Palace, a little bit of in between. The Santa Fe here is a party after party after party. And the Baja California is where you stay if you want it to be really quiet and laid back. Now, the Baja California has access to everything, whereas the Palace only had access to ours in the Santa Fe. Now Now that is just the absolute silence and sound of serenity here. Now, if you know the movie, we kind of jokingly called this place like Eden East and Eden West. Party side, and there's a really laid back side. This still is a tourist destination, and yes, even the cruise ships still come here out of California. That's actually a Carnival Cruise Line ship out there, but it was formerly owned by Costa. Very peaceful. As you can imagine, Cabo San Lucas is a very pristine destination for weddings. And well, these fine folks here had an absolute fantastic backdrop of the Pacific Ocean, as well as a few thousand of their favorite friends staying here at the RIU Palace. Now the palace goes all out for weddings. That dance floor down there was all lit up at night. They had lights up in the trees. They did a huge buffet here. They played music all night. It was a grand time for all these folks. And well, we kind of enjoyed sitting up here hanging out with them. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's talk about the parties, neon style. Y'all know that crazy fun family member that you have that you just can't help but take everywhere you go? Well, let's introduce y'all to Courtney.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is why we don't take strangers on trips with us. Strangers.
No,
This one is going
neon party is where it's at. It's like neon party.
Where are y'all at right now?
Booty Villa.
I did not say this is going to be PG-13. Okay, this is certainly not the last night we were here. This is only the second night we were here, but again, I wanted not to make this video be about the resort that we stayed at, just merely an overview of the things that we saw and the scenery. But anyways, it was absolutely peaceful here. We still have 4 more solid days of fun here, guys, and stay tuned. Coming up soon will be a little bit of an off-road adventure that we did, where we drove about 2 hours up the coastline and we rented an off-road vehicle and took off into the mountains. Also, you know us, my wife and I do have a non-profit cat rescue center, and I just can't help but be partial to the felines here. And well, I wanted to introduce you to Steve and Steve. Steve there had a pet bug. He never did hurt him at all. They just sat out there and kind of sort of jacked with each other, and Steve would go over there every once in a while and give him a little pat on the head, but that was about it. Steve over there on the old pad, well, he was just kind of lazy, and well, he pretty much lounged around all day. So I couldn't help but introduce you to Steve and Steve. Anyway, that's it for now. Again, was not about the resort. I would highly recommend this resort, the RIU Palace. We don't normally do things like that, but I'm going to give it cha-ching, 2 thumbs up. The staff was great. The restaurants were great. If they had something that you liked, awesome. If you had something that you did not like, they were most accommodating, and they waited on you hand and foot around this place, okay? Anyways, that's enough of that. Say goodbye to Steve and Steve. We will see you guys very soon. I appreciate you watching. Hope you hang around. Give us a little bit of a like. Leave a comment if you've ever been to Cabo. We love to talk about places we've been. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for coming along on this adventure. You know we call it our life. If you're not subscribed, it is entirely up to you, but I would appreciate it if you would hit that button down there, as it really tries to help us figure out that crazy algorithm called YouTube.